Here we have a 2022 Dodge Charger. And this one is going to be a Scat Pack Widebody. Comes in smoke show gray on black nappa and alcantara interior. Powertrain consists of a 6.4 liter naturally aspirated V8 mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And that gets us 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. Now coming around to the front end here, really love how this smoke gray kind of like goes with these black stripes. Looks really, really sick. And there we have our high intensity discharge lamps along with our LED daytime running lights. Just love that front end there, so aggressive. And then here we have 20-inch aluminum wheels. Some big tires. We get passive keyless entry on the front. Memory seats, Alpine Sound System, and then we have automatic one-touch up and down power windows for the front and just regular power windows for the back. We can lock those. Power door locks here, power mirror controls here. Pretty good sized map pocket there, and then a cup holder. We do get a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel, which is really nice to have. And there's our power driver seat with power lumbar support. Love how you have the B stitched in the seat there. Now I just reviewed a Lexus, and like that, these seats are so wide, really hard to get back there with the seat leaning back. But there we have 2-stage heated seats if you do have smaller people back here, 2 USB inputs there, AC vents there. And this middle seat folds down, cup holders there, and a little storage. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back. Gas cap there. Now you're supposed to pop it from the front, but you can hit this button here. And pretty good sized trunk. Of course, it's a large sedan, so no surprise there. Really nice rumble coming from the exhaust. And then for the back seat, if you want to fold that down, you just pull on this strap here, and then it'll fold flat when the seat up front is up far enough. Then you just pull it back to lock it back into place. And then the front passenger seat also has power with power lumbar support. Lockable glove compartment. Yeah, just a really, really good looking car. Cannot wait to drive it. Let's go ahead and pop this hood. And there's that 6.4 liter naturally aspirated V8. And we do have a little air scoop there. But let's hop in the driver's seat. Leather wrap steering wheel here. Now going over to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth audio, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Dual zone automatic climate controls, which we can use either on the screen or we can use the buttons down below, and we can toggle our drive modes here. So you get track, sport, custom, then you have an auto mode, and then launch control as well. We have heated and cooled seats for the front, and we also have a heated steering wheel. And there are the settings there, and then my favorite is going to be the performance gauges. Always fun to have up. Then we have push button start here. For the 8-speed automatic, you just hold this button, reverse, neutral, drive. Come over here, and you can flop shift, or you can use the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. Cup holders there. Center console cubby space, pretty good size actually. Then 2 USB ports and an aux input along with a 12 volt. Removable tray is nice to have too, and then you can stow these cup holders if you want. There's a view of the back seat from up here. And I forgot to mention, you do get the clothes hangers along with the grab bars in the back. and sunglasses holders, universal garage door opener. Let's see, am I missing something? All right, back here. So like I said, you can see all of that. So really nice. Now over here, we use these 4 arrows to go through the gauge cluster when I'm not in launch mode. Which I'll turn that off so you can see. So it shows all of that. And then within each menu, you can usually go through whatever. But voice recognition here, hang up, answer, cruise controls. But I think now it's time that we go ahead and take this Charger Scat Pack out on the road for a quick test drive. So to start the drive, I really do like the seats in this. Even though they're wide and a bit bigger than your typical seats, I do like that you still get that comfort with this Nappa Alcantara. And then having them heated and cooled is also really great as well. Now in sport mode, you do have quite a bit more power off the line. The pedal's a bit more touchy, which I like. And then you can also just throw on the paddle shifters whenever. And what's really neat is you can customize your different drive modes. So if you want to have something that feels like a sport mode and then also kind of has a more tame drive feel maybe, then you can do that. Just depends. I will say the ride is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's certainly not smooth, but it's not choppy either. Of course, you get a stiffer ride with this being a sports car, but really still rides quite nicely. And I love the pull you get. This literally feels like you're turbocharged or supercharged because it just throws you back in the seat. And it's crazy you get that kind of power from a naturally aspirated engine like this. We have a little bit of room here. Really great power, just absolutely great. And on the interstate here, definitely not a choppy ride. Smooth sailing, so if you have to take this on a longer road trip, the only thing that should bug you is the exhaust. And if that bugs you at all, you got the wrong car, so. Because these are nice and loud, just how most buyers like them. Yeah, really, really great exhaust sound. And in this sport mode, it's ready to go. So for overall driving in the city, gas mileage is not terrible for a car this powerful. But I think this is rated to get like 14 or 16 miles a gallon in the city, something like that. I mean, you got a 6.4 liter V8, so definitely nothing that's extremely disappointing. And the highway's a little bit better, I think maybe 23, 24. And that's where the 8-speed really shines in terms of just fuel economy. But all in all, this really is a comfortable ride. Of course, having heated and cooled seats helps, having a heated steering wheel helps, having power adjustable seats with power lumbar helps. But then also just having the ability to go from a street car to a relatively comfortable daily driver that doesn't chug gas. This is really a good option around that $50,000, $60,000 price point. You might be able to get one a little cheaper. But I just love the drone of that exhaust. And then the fact that you get launch control as well. Really, really impressed. But I haven't driven a Hellcat in a long time, so you might want to go with one of those over this depending on what your budget is. But that'll be coming soon, I'm sure. And this will bring me to the end of my review of the 2022 Dodge Charger SRT Scat Pack Widebody.